Hi everybody, and this is it's a pandemic lockdown hobby update, and just like a quick talk about what we're doing here at the minute. Keep busy with things. Finished off 10 lots of Dark Angel Scouts. You can see everything's all lined up here with like a bit of an African background scene there, so that's all nice. It's Kenya, come Hampshire, but all right, and yeah, nearly finished these 5 Raven Wing. I just managed to lay my hands on 5 bike kits of Raven Wing, and I've assembled here Samael on Land Speeder, and working on these random tactical marines at the moment. So they're in process right now, and undercoat sprayed and got the red on these veterans, and I'm doing these jump pack guys, and the amazing thing to a part of this story here is that I ran out of Mephiston red, and that's the primary colour that I do all the Dark Angels guns with. So none of this was done with Mephiston red like you'd expect, and yet we have something that's just had the base coat on at the moment. No highlighting yet or shading of something that's fairly Mephiston red like, I would say. And yet, I didn't have access to anything else that matched tone in Mephiston red from the Citadel range. So what I basically just had to do, because I can't order anymore unless I want to pay stupid amounts of money for it, is I took some... Well, I ended up doing a few things, and I ended up coming to the conclusion that I didn't need to do all of that. So I think the essence of what I did was I took Screamer Pink, which is like it's a darker colour, and in so using that darker colour, you'd need a light colour to balance that back up. And I'm trying to lay my hands on it to give an example, but basically Screamer Pink is the very same one that I do the wax seal on, actually. So let's try and get a bit of focus there. Come on, you. Right, see the little wax seal there on the Rosarius. And then taking something along the lines of either an Evil Sunz Scarlet or indeed a Wild Rider, which would be the next layer up, and mixing them together. And then I've got a pot of that really old school red ink as well, that I usually use to glaze over a Mephiston red anyway, just to make red even more concentrated red. And then I put a bit of that in, and because I initially started with just that and some Lahmian Medium, figuring that, oh well, in theory Lahmian Medium is just a paint with no pigment, but that's not really the case because it's a lot runnier. So I ended up having to use those other paints and sort of build it up until I got the right kind of tone and consistency. Did you need enough pigment in there for it to actually act as like a base? And the thing is, with those 2 reds I showed you, they're layers, so they have less pigment. But at least the Screamer Pink is a base, so it provides a lot of pigment. So let that be your pigment, and the other ones should just then stain it. That's what I was banking on, and it kind of happened. They kind of, in the mix, they just stained it in the mix, is what I mean. So the Screamer Pink is your base, and the others go to it, and then you've got like base strength in there. It somehow worked out because I've got some results here from no red at all in just a little pot. So I mean, things have gone crazy right now, and we've got to get crazy in response. And this is the kind of crazy that I'm doing right now, my Dark Angels are walking amongst the elephants. We've gone mad. And yeah, until next time, I will see you at the table.